definitely the most difficult thing any entrepreneur will probably say, right? Just, especially in what I could call like the post-COVID world. Yeah, I think it's just requires a lot of effort. It has to be a priority. You have to invest in your team. You have to build deep connections with your team. You have to get to know them and what their aspirations are professionally. What are the goals that they want to accomplish? You need to be clear on putting together a plan for them to achieve those goals. And if they're not achieving those goals, you need to sit down with them and you need to explain what they're not doing to achieve those goals, and then make sure that they're aligned on what needs to happen to get them back on track. You have to constantly sort of motivate them and inspire them. So it's just a lot, right? It's very time consuming, and you have to make it a priority. You have to build a team around sort of like training and development to make sure that everybody's sort of like growing, and they need to feel fulfilled, right? And everybody is different in what they need. So, I think when you're operating a business, it's not a one size fits all approach. It's very bespoke when you have employees. The way you talk to employees can't be necessarily universally the same. And the way you work with them and the plan you have for them in some cases has to be very customized depending on what their personal goals and objectives are. So yeah, it's very time consuming, yet it's very important and it's critical if you're running a professional services organization. And like I say always, when you have a happy employee or you have happy employees, that translates into service, and customers can tell if the team is happy. The team tends to do a better job when they're happy. And I experience this myself as a consumer, as a customer, whether I go to a hotel or a restaurant or a retail store. I instantly know based on the energy and the people that interact with me if their employer treats them well and if they're happy. So I know that that's going to be the case with my company. If we treat our team well, if we spend time with them, if we develop them, if we take care of them, that's going to translate into better service.
I had this conversation with another woman a few years ago. She was one of my first guests. It's like episode 30 or something. And she had a business where she only hired, I think, only hired women. And or maybe she didn't mean to, it just kind of happened that way. And she has a master's in psychology. So she went through that whole process that you did of talking to her team and making sure that they understood each other and that they understood her so that they could then understand the clients. And I think she went pretty deep into like teaching them all about the psychology of like interactions and how every word you say can affect the other person. Thanks for watching. If you liked this insight, I've handpicked another video for you right here on the screen. For more actionable strategies that get you real results, hit subscribe.